when it came to who is more comfortable. Is Poggy more comfortable on this Esmeralda? I mean, we both know MOBAZANE is comfortable on the Fredrin. And as well, we have a great, as far as the laning positioning comes up with the marksman, I do like Leslie into Claude just because she does have that burst damage. While he comes in very late. They come in at about the same time. When it comes to the laning phase, I feel like Leslie just edges out just because of the burst single target damage that she can do. But ladies and gentlemen, Area 77 fighting for a game 3 here to see if they can get a victory over BTK.
Very important game for both teams here, and I think BTK cementing themselves. They want to win this handily, right? We don't want a 2-1 them, we want a 2-0 them. Now, we're not even close to third place. We're going for first place. That's what BTK wants to do in this, but I have to throw back to draft something you said. I'm not a marksman, I'm really not, but I do think Leslie hard counters Claude. He has the burst, and in lane as well, Leslie's able to poke him out in a lot of different ways. Claude may need some help in this lane, but Gauss Cutie has the equipment to do so.
Yeah, but right now he's doing his best to kind of start off that early game for Poggy on the Esmeralda. We do see that Little Wanderer does actually go over to Area 77, so a good pickup. Or what did it go over to them? Yeah, it did go over to them immediately, but BTK go ahead and burst it down. joyboj comes in, a little bit of an upset there, does get pulled back. He might be in trouble here. You see that bulwark coming out there. Great play by joyboj, not really in trouble, as Gauss Cutie is going to have to find himself a quick ride back home.
Yeah, I think even trade, both supports are pushed out. They have to go back, which is fine for them. Now they're out of vision. They can make their own play. Looks like both of them actually headed to the bot lane here to help out their prospective marksmen. But to talk about this jungle matchup a little bit more, I don't think Fredrin ever will have the damage to solo kill Poggy. It's never going to be a 1v1 anyway, but just to talk about the matchup, I think Esme has the advantage in this because the Fredrin nerf on damage a little bit, and she's going to have that sustained overtime damage that really works against Fredrin.
Well, for me, it's you kind of matched up evenly when it comes to both of these guys. Their role when it comes to these objective fights is to hold the objective there for as long as it takes for your team to get set up and put on the damage. Right now, Area 77 has been suffering a little bit when it comes to that syncing up when it comes to these objectives. MOBAZANE's going to be able to go out there, but there's not only so much that MOBAZANE and Poggy can do when it comes to these objectives. So it's going to come down to who can rotate down there first. You can see here, Area 77, 3 on 3, actually 4 on 3 here. BTK a little bit outnumbered, looking to see if his retry foo is strong. Coming down here, MOBAZANE able to pick up that first retry. Out comes the Cult Altar, followed by a Numenon Blast. Done. Down comes an ultimate from Zane, not able to pick up anybody but joyboj, able to pick up the kill onto Esmeralda, and Jay's Cutie follows quickly behind. That is an 0-2 for BTK as well as the Turtle.
And I think the setup there was for T, actually. T used the final slash in the R-line and completely invalidates the exact moment Poggy wants to hit retry. He can't because he's stunned up by R-line. And what a great usage and call out from the team. Okay, we're going to go now. And all of them act in sync. Clean moves from BTK. And they came into what Area 77 had kind of set up for their lord take. Gauss Cutie, we don't see him on the Divine Judgment making picks quite yet. We want to see that ability start to come out and him start to control the tempo of this game. Because if Gauss Cutie isn't effective on the Kaja, this game is going to keep sliding in BTK's direction. Already almost 2,000 gold ahead.
Oh, as we say that, in comes Appraiser's Wrath. Poggy suffering a second death there. Do have the Numenon Blast coming down. Case Cutie is in a bad way, does get taken out there, and there's only one person, Gauss Cutie, by himself. Is he going to be able to find an escape? He does see a pop-up there, followed by the ultimate sniper. It does get it cleaned up by MOBAZANE. This is 5 kills for the side of BTK in the opening 4 minutes.
I don't even know what to say here because they're just so far ahead in jungle now. Poggy 0-2, Zane 4-1, 4-0. He's gonna be able to walk through the jungle at any time you see him here. Yes, Poggy does get the retry, but look how many members of BTK are just standing in the jungle.
Yeah, they're standing in the jungle. They're not even afraid. It's 4 members down. Comes the Feathered Airstrike. MOBAZANE gonna come in and finish off K-Cutie. They're not even able to wrap their heads around a plan yet, and BTK is bursting them down so quickly. Ultimate Sniper comes in, does stop the teleport of Cutie. In the back line, you can see joyboj trying to come in. Does get caught by Gauss Cutie as well. They are fighting a little bit of a slap fight between roams here, but this is gonna go ahead and allow a lot of this damage to come onto the turret. Cutie comes in with that blazing duet. Does go ahead ahead, go back. We do have a Numenon blast. It does catch Smart Cutie. Beautiful flicker for the side of joyboj there, and a great pickup for BTK. Now sitting at 7-0.
I think the biggest problem with this dive is look at what the rest of Area 77 is doing to stay alive. As Leslie most likely will pick up the kill on Gals here. Wait, a little bit of trouble, right?
Yeah, we do have a Divine Judgment coming out. ISO actually might be in a little bit of trouble as the Cult Altar comes out. He is able to sneak himself back to safety with just a little bit of health. K-Cutie coming in. Are they going to be able to get the kill? They find it onto ISO, and still have not taken the turtle, has BTK.
Yeah, like one kill, great to have a little bit of momentum, but you're 3K gold now, one turtle, and it's 5 minutes a minute. It's 8-1, and they're already ahead so far. We may be on track for a very fast snowball, as I don't see how they're going to get back in this game.
Yeah, Yato was actually able to pick up that turtle. T able to pick up the kill onto Pogi. In comes Yato with that wings by wings. MOBAZANE in a little bit trouble. Bravest fighting form is out, but the rest of BTK collapses down onto him, putting on the damage and taking that another kill there. 1-10, sitting in favor of BTK as they are running through this, and Mark Cutie, another devastating death for him to take.
Yeah, and like Mark Cutie right now with that ultimate is tickling people. It's not even hurting at all. They're so far ahead in levels and in itemization. Here, Poggy in his own jungle.
Yeah, Poggy in his own jungle. Unfortunately, they are too far behind. MOBAZANE does not care about anybody coming into that jungle right now. This jungle now belongs to BTK.
He's too far ahead. He's got 95% KP right now, sitting at 11 total KP points out of 12. So far involved in this game, and he's going to go from jungle camp to jungle camp, not even farming his own jungle anymore. We're staying in Area 77's jungle for the rest of this game.
Yeah, you can see in the back line, Bravest Fighter comes out. Yato does get stunned out of it, but it does get taken down. MOBAZANE does gonna go ahead and answer back. Here comes the Cult Altar. I'm not sure that they're gonna be able to get away. K-Cutie gonna use that flicker to go ahead and distance himself. Pogi in a lot of trouble. Appraiser's Wrath finishes the job. T gonna come in, takes the kill on to Gals Cutie. K-Cutie takes another death as well. That is almost a full team wipe. Jace Cutie running for his life.
Now, I'm not one to call games early, but this is looking like a bloodbath. We've got 16 kills on the side of 2T, so far ahead, and there's almost no more impressive hero in the game than Arlott when he gets ahead. He's got Flicker. He's gone for actually the fighter emblem here, but he's picking up defensive automation. He's got Dom Ice, he's got Hunter Strike, and he's 6-0. So not only is Zane going to be this unkillable force in your jungle, he's got the kill assist of Arlott. At any moment, he can kill anyone he desires.
Yeah, unfortunately, Pogi just keeps sticking his nose into the wrong side of his jungle. He has to know that he's not going to be able to take any types of fights anymore. You're basically looking for BTK to make a mistake right now. If you try to get any type of organized fight right now, they are just going to stomp you into the ground.
BTK wouldn't have to make a mistake. BTK would have to make like 5 mistakes in a row and completely throw this game. That's how far ahead they are. We're at 7 minutes and they're at 7K. We're right on pace for that 1K gold a minute snowball. And BTK, it takes so much to lose the game from here. I just don't see them doing it.
Yeah, joyboj coming on here is going to probably look for a Numenon Blast to help secure the enemy's purple buff. Ooh, actually, it does look like MOBAZANE just walks in and puts on the retry. Divine Judgment does come on to MOBAZANE. Is it going to be enough with that Cult Altar? They have already activated. Here comes the Numenon Blast. Does pick up a stun. ISO picking up the kill onto the side of Area 77. Mark Cutie goes down next. It might be all she wrote for Gals Cutie. Ultimate Sniper is out, putting him very low. T coming in, looking to finish the job. Catches that quick kill onto him. It is now 2-20 and a dominating show from BTK.
Absolute domination. This is what the BTK name means. These are the type of games BTK plays, and it's so good to see them do this. Yes, it's not the Ohio Brothers, it's not Ackerman, but this is for 3rd place. This isn't a team at the bottom of the rankings. They're doing this to 3rd place tied team, and it's not looking like these teams are close at all. T displaying their full well. At any point, he can go kill whoever he desires. Burns the flicker, gets the mark, and then goes full all in with all 7-0 on this Arlott. This is probably the most ahead-fed Arlott we've been able to see, and what a display T is on it.
And BTK doing exactly what you need to do with this type of composition, too. They've put the stranglehold on to Area 77. They have not let up. And it's saying that Pogi gets caught again on this 0-7 on his Esmeralda right now.
Yeah, Pogi is really struggling in this game, and we don't know really if it's the Esme pick in general. We'd have to see it more times. One game isn't really like enough to say, oh, he's not good at Esme. No. This is a snowball, and it's so hard to play teams from behind. These level of teams, they don't make mistakes when they get this far ahead. It's almost 10K gold prize.
Yeah, 10K gold, and now they are pushing on to the mid tower. And this is what I've said before too. The biggest problem when it comes to these snowball games is that if you're playing a melee hero, you're gonna suffer the brunt of that. Whether you're a roam or you're a jungler, if you're playing a melee hero, those are always the first ones to go down when it comes to these snowballs. Area 77 trying to get in position. We do have a concealed play coming out. They do catch Yato with the divine judgment. In comes the Cult Altar. Yato goes down. MOBAZANE takes the kill on the case. Jace Cutie follows closely behind, and Galscu, that's 3 down right now for Area 77 for 1 kill that they were able to secure. Mark Cutie running for his life as MOBAZANE and joyboj are in chase. You can see in the back lines that Pogi is fighting for his life against T, but T's gonna go ahead and pick up that quick kill, which means this is gonna be as smooth as a baby's butt. Lord for the side of BTK.
Yeah, and it looks really bad for Poggy and these teams that keep this full side of Area 7 to keep pushing out, but honestly, killing them isn't worth much gold anymore anyway, right? There are some, honestly, minions that are worth more gold than a couple of the members of Area 77 right now. So for them to die, yes, they're off the map for a little bit, but it's not a huge deficit. It's maybe Area 7 that picks up 1 here.
joyboj does activate that immortality. He might actually get taken down here by Area 77, but you can see Lord T coming in. He is a monster right now, diving deep into the line, gonna get taken out by all the damage from the tower as well. That is 2 down for the side of BTK, exchanged for 1 kill onto K Cutie. 5 to 26 right now in favor of BTK.
Big for Area 77 to get a couple of kills there. I'm happy for them. It feels good, but it really doesn't matter in the scope of this game. joyboj is going to be up in 2 seconds. The Lord is barreling down mid lane. They only have 1 outer turret remaining, and that's in the bottom lane. Zane's going to make quick work with that, using this Lord push and pushing the rest of them in. It may delay the inevitable, and that's kind of the game Area 77 has to play. They don't need to win 1 fight. They need to win several in a row to submit themselves back in this game.
Yeah, right now, especially only at the 11-minute mark, we're barely hitting into the mid-game right now. MOBAZANE sitting up at the front, really not afraid of any of the damage that can be output by Area 77. Lord is down, but we are still continuing on. Conceal play comes out. You see joyboj kind of circling around the map here. Only high ground towers left for the side of Area 77. ISO is going to use that ultimate sniper to get vision on the rest of the map. And here comes BTK putting on the damage. It does take down Pogi again. Still a little bit of health left onto this high ground tower in the mid as we go ahead, focus our efforts. Numenon Blast coming down. We do catch 2 members of the side of Area 77, and that's going to be all she wrote for the tower and K Cutie. Jace Cutie follows closely behind. Yato coming in. This might be all she wrote. Mark Cutie taking a heap of damage.
No!
Cutie cannot stop. Gets juked out by his own team member, and he is alone, powerless to watch the onslaught that is now BTK. A clean sweep over Area 77.
You call it a clean sweep, you can call it whatever you want. That was a slaughter, my man, for 3rd place. BTK cements themselves 3rd place, wins the game over who they're tied for, and makes it look like these 2 teams are not even close. What a game coming out of BTK. Man, I have feelings of old BTK living up to their name right here. Completely 30-5, completely dominating this game. Look at the scores, Private.
8-0-16 here for MOBAZANE. The only person that didn't really suffer a kill or a death there, but that's probably because of the tankiness. And we talked before about there's not enough nerfs right now on Fredrin for MOBAZANE to really be